Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and start putting in these rear camber arms. Mine, the bushing is actually starting to slide out. I don't know if that's because it's low or if they're just not made well. Honestly, I'm just gonna, these are maxspeeding rods ones. They were 50 bucks. So I'm gonna see how they do. If they do good, cool. If they don't, cool. Many times these bolts here don't want to come out of the body because there's a tube welded up about through here. It goes into the trunk floor. And if those freeze up and snap off in the trunk floor, it's a real pain to get them out. On the driver's side, I had to go ahead and drill up through and down through and put bolts with a tube to hold the head of it, and then I went ahead and welded that to the floor so it couldn't move, and then I just bolted it up here. And there should be, this point of the chassis really isn't under a whole lot of stress when the wheel's on here and it's moving around and stuff, so it should be okay. This side I did riv nut inserts and welded those to them. That's why they don't look as good. If I were to redo it, I would go ahead and do the bolts through and then nuts on the bottom. It's a lot, I don't know, makes me feel more confident in it than this side. Alright, once you have both of them out next to each other side by side, you can see that the holes on the old one, are not lined up with the new one. So we'll go ahead and twist that center bar. It should extend it to where it's the same as this one. And you'll probably have to tweak it once it's actually on the car. I know the driver's side was off quite a bit just because the bushing was so messed up on that side. This one's actually still okay. It's sliding out though. Just like that, they're all installed, and even got the ABS line bolted up. Looks good. I know it's pretty rusty down here. It's a work in progress, as everything I own is. Also going to be doing an oil change. I am currently a little overdue, about 200 miles, so not too bad. I change it at every 3,000. I like to use the OEM filter, and then I like Valvoline personally, but you can run whatever you want. Drain bolt is a 17, and I like having the filter wrench just because it's a little hard to access the oil filters on these cars, and I'll show you what I mean by that once I drain the oil. Alright, so if you come in on the passenger side, and you'll find the VTEC solenoid right there, the exhaust manifold, and then there is the filter all the way down there. And my arm has to go down to my elbow to even touch the filter. That's where an extended ratchet and that filter socket comes in really handy. It's Harbor Freight, but still works. Works very well. You can kind of slide it down there. I'm trying to do this with one hand. And still have to get your hand back behind the motor a little bit, but it breaks off pretty easy.